every American heart. And it's time we stand and say, God bless America, land that I love. America, America, God shed His grace on thee. Stand beside her and guide her from sea to shining sea. I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. And the rockets strike light, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that
Toccoa Raceway, happy 4th of July!
all saved us.
You know we got the fireworks in the air? Fireworks on the track! Are you ready for race to Georgia? How about it? Oh, no, 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 not to be about that. I traveled all the way from North Carolina to be here with you. Wild racing fans, are you ready? Let's get it started. Modified Street, line them up. You're up first. We've got a great lineup of racing for you fans for the rest of the night. Here for the Tony Stevens Memorial Independence Race, Modified Street will be on track first. They're going to go 15 laps of racing. Then it will be the Pro Trucks. The Pro Trucks will go 10 laps, followed by the Fast Track Pro Late Models. The 604 Pro Late Models will go 20 laps. Then it will be the 602 Young Guns, the future stars of racing. They will go 10 laps. We will then have an 18-lap race for the 602 Late Model Sportsmen. The limited late models with on the pole, on the pole. We'll go 25 laps of racing. Then it will be the stock 4 cylinders for 12 laps, followed by the stock 8. And you wanted them back, you got them back. Front wheel drives will run 10 laps tonight. Charles Head, let's take it up top side to you. Modified Streets, got to go. Need you in staging now. Modified Streets, let's get them to the staging area now. Modified Streets, here's the way they'll line up for you. It's the 104 of Daniel Doster. He'll start out with the 98 of Sterling Helm. Mark Wilbanks in the J19 will start inside row 2. On the outside, it's Billy Buffington in the 10. Scott Waters will be in the 51 with Chris Nickerson in the 73 and Clay Bryson in the number 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Denton McFarland has joined us here while the modified streets are coming out. Let's get a quick word about Shriners and what they do.
Good evening. I'm sorry I didn't get down for the invocation, but the gate was locked. And the Shriners, we're thankful for them and all that participate in it. And we try to do the things that God would want us to do to help the children. And I'm thankful that we can do it. And I'm thankful that each and every one does the best what they can to help out. And I would like to say tonight we have a Brother Noble here with us in the stands that helps, and he's 91 years old. Mr. Charles Smith, Brother Charles Smith, and he's still going. And I just wanted to say that. And God bless each stand here and each driver and everyone who's in the pits. And may you have a good 4th, and may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Mr. McFarland, it was so good to see Charles Smith here. He's a personal friend of mine. I grew up with his sons, and he helped us in Boy Scouts for so many years, and it was just a thrill to walk in and see Mr. Charles Smith here tonight with us, and I know it's great to have him involved in what y'all do.
Thank you.
Mr. Denton McFarland, ladies and gentlemen, he was our track chaplain here at Toccoa for many years, did our invocations back in the 90s and into the 2000s, and we're certainly honored to have him here tonight with the Toccoa Shrine Club. Also, thanks to the Granite Center Club out of Elberton, Georgia, for being here as well, and thank you for your donations to the Shriners Children's Hospitals. Let's check out the lineup right now. It's the 104 of Daniel Doster starting alongside the number 98 of Sterling Helm, the number J19 of Mark Wilbanks inside row 2. He's alongside last 3 weeks winner Billy Buffington. He's been in victory lane the last 3 weeks. Scott Waters is in the 51. He's alongside Chris Nickerson in the 73, and Clay Bryson is in the number 24 as we get set to go racing 15 laps for the modified streets tonight. Waylon Nicholson is on the flag stand. He'll be getting the green flag out for these drivers in just a little while. Right now, we need to get all of our drivers in the Pro Trucks to the staging area. All Pro Trucks, we need you in staging now. Pro Trucks to the staging area. They work their way down the back straightaway. It's Daniel Doster up front. Alongside him, Sterling Helm in the number 98 as we get set to go racing with the modified streets. Waylon Nicholson gives them the green flag. They take it down to turn number 1. It's Daniel Doster and Sterling Helm. Helm comes out of turn number 2 with the lead. Billy Buffington gets up into 3rd spot. Now he's looking on the high side of Doster as they work their way off turn number 4. Sterling Helm will lead lap number 1. Daniel Doster and Billy Buffington. That's the 104 in the 10 car. They do battle off of turn number 2. Meanwhile, there's Mark Wilbanks in the J19 trying to see if he can get the best of Billy Buffington, but Buffington's on the high side in the number 10 as they make their way off turn 4 to complete another lap. Sterling Helm and Daniel Doster alongside the 10. Now the 10 of Billy Buffington once again in the mix with the J19 of Mark Wilbanks. Chris Nickerson joins that battle in the number 73 car. Helm is out front in the 98. Doster in second position, followed by Billy Buffington. Now Chris Nickerson gets up alongside the J19 of Mark Wilbanks, and it's Mark Wilbanks in the J19 and Chris Nickerson in the 73, Billy Buffington in the 10 as those drivers battle it out for 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. Our leader is down the back straightaway. That's Sterling Helm in the 98, right in his tire tracks about 5 car lengths back is Daniel Doster in the 104. Now the J19 of Mark Wilbanks working on the 10 of Billy Buffington as they go into turn number 1. We've completed 5 laps out of this 15-lap race for the modified streets. Pro Trucks, we need you in staging now. Pro Trucks to the staging area now. Sterling Helm down the back straightaway with the 104 of Daniel Doster in second. Trouble for Chris Nickerson in the 73. He slows on the back straightaway. Nickerson slows in the 73 car. Talked to him in pre-race. He had some troubles with that car last week, of course, and thought he had the bugs worked out, but a problem has occurred once again in Chris Nickerson's number 73 machine. He brings it to the pit area. Here's our lineup. It's Sterling Helm in the 98, followed by the 104 of Daniel Doster. The 10 of Billy Buffington runs third, followed by the J19 of Mark Wilbanks, then Scott Waters in the 51 and Clay Bryson in the 24. Waylon Nicholson gives them the 1-to-go sign. We're just about ready to get this back underway. We've completed 6 laps out of 15 for the modified streets.